2 words, salsa contest. So apparently my sister has entered with my mom's recipe, which is kind of cool, into a salsa contest. So I'm gonna go see how she's doing, support her, probably get some work done, have some fun.
And in fact, we had a salsa competition. The results are in, and the winner, Tina Fuguero with Lantina salsa. Oh,
Rigged.
this is good. Very nice.
There's a couple things that I consider super important to me in my life. One of them is business, one of them is game, one of them is family. You know, my dog is a big part of those things. And it's hard to have a lot of things that mean a lot to you because it means your time gets spread. So it makes it hard to say yes to projects. It makes it hard to say no to friends and to other obligations and other things that come across your plate. One of the ways I have found sanity is routine. And I'm a pretty disorganized person in my nature. I'll show my desk. It's not the nicest place. It's not the messiest of all places, but it's also not the most organized. Same with like the file structure in my computer. Same with just how I live my life. I have times of organization, times of messiness, and I kind of go in between. But every time I go to the organization and I go through that cycle, I get a little better. And a huge revelation I've had over the past, 1.5, 2 years as I've really settled into my business and settled in as my business being a top priority is routine. And I'm a pretty go with the flow person, so routine is not the easiest thing in the world for me. It's been a process to get better at it, and it's a continuing process that I'm getting better at. But one of those things I've found sanity inside of that is every morning waking up and doing the same thing. And I call it trigger plus reward. It's not something I created. I actually think I got it from Sean D'Souza of Psychotactics. But trigger plus reward, what I do is I wake up and the first thing I do in my working hour is I sit down and I write out my intentions or my affirmations, and I just express gratitude for where I'm at, and I also express gratitude for what's coming my way, and I kind of experience it every day by writing about it. And in order to make that happen, what I did is I took something I enjoy that I'm going to do every day, and I coupled it with getting better at that habit. So my trigger is that like my alarm goes off, or that I'm going to the coffee shop, or I'm sitting down at the kitchen table and it's time to work, and then I write out this little entry that just says thanks a bunch basically for all the stuff I'm doing, where I'm at, what's coming my way, the things I'm creating. After I'm done with that and I finish the last sentence and I underline it, I can have my first sip of coffee. And when I start my day off at the coffee shop, which is 3 to 5 days out of the week, my coffee's sitting there waiting for me because I order it, I walk up, I sit down, and then my name gets called, but I'm trying to write as much as I can. I'm trying to beat the coffee shop at making and serving my coffee before I'm done, so I don't have to sit there and have it staring at me. But inevitably when I do, I get things done faster. And it's that routine that's allowed for me to balance through these family things, going out at night, spending time in my mentor's business, spending time with my students, with my clients, with my team, and building my own personal brand. And I just found that little bit of structure helps me get a ton more done, and it helps me really focus on those things that are super important to me.